Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I am sharing my SIOM Nashik interview transcript with all of you. My interview date was 14th of Feb, and it was my afternoon slot. Actually, I selected this date and this slot by myself during the slot booking period. So, 2 days before the interview, we got a mail regarding the WhatsApp group notification, WhatsApp group basically, and through that mail, we joined the WhatsApp group in which there was one member of the admission committee, and he explained the whole process to us, and he also gave the instructions and all the documents we need to keep handy with during the interview process. So yeah, it was a very smooth experience till GPI also, and even in the GPI. After that, one day prior to the interview, we got the Zoom link, and we have to register for it by filling our name, email ID, and Snap ID, and all of these such basic things. So here comes the D day. So the timing was 3:30 p.m., but we are instructed to join at 1:30 p.m. just because of registration and document verification. So it was taking a bit time for every individual to verify their documents. So I will list all the document that you are required during the GPI of any Symbiosis college actually. So you have to be handy with GPI call letter, first one, second one Snap test scorecard, third one your Snap admit card if available, not necessarily, and then 10th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet, and graduation mark sheet. So these are all the things, and one Aadhaar card, PAN card, driving license, passport, anything. So these are all the document that is required during the GPI process of any Symbiosis college. Not I'm not talking about any other colleges actually. So yes, this is the whole document that you require during your GPI process, as I also mentioned earlier. Now come to the main point, that is GE and PI. So there were two rooms, one normal room in which we all are joined from 1:30 p.m. at 1:30 p.m. and then there was a breakout room. So the whole document verification process, GE and PI process, was happening there in the breakout room. So at 3:30 correct, uh, one female panelist in the mid 40s and one male panelist in the mid 30s joined, and we all went to the breakout room, and then the female panelist shared her screen, and she said that I am going to share my screen and you will have only 2 minutes to read the topic and jot down your points, and then after we will start the G, and G will go around for 20 minutes approximately, and in the last 2 minutes I will remind you all so that you can start concluding your topic. So it was a pretty basic instructions for any GE. Then the topic was, as it was a Valentine's Day, so the topic was love is in the air and try not to breathe it. So it was a very abstract topic, and she also gave the instruction that try to conduct G in a very sophisticated manner. Do not try to make a fish market out of it. So we arrived to her point, and it was a very basic experience, or I would say it was a very seamless execution of the G. We all got equal opportunities to speak, and after approximately 18 to 19 minutes, the G was over, and we again went back to normal room, and then one by one, individual and all students are going for their were going for their PI process. So my number came, and I waited approximately 1 hour because I was last in my group. So I waited for approximately 1 hour. Then my turn came, and I joined the breakout room where the same two panelists which were present in the G process, they were there. So they greeted me, and without any tell me about yourself or without any introduction, they just started asking questions. Like the female panelist asked me that you graduated in 2023 and it's now 2025, so what were you doing in that period? So I explained the whole thing, what happened with me. Then she's like, you mentioned you know the skill of event management, you mentioned in your snap form. So tell me, let me give you a situation that you have to arrange a operational summit in the SIOM Nashik college. Then how will you proceed with the whole event? Then I gave her my whole planning, and she was pretty much satisfied with it. Then she asked me about the one definition or term, whatever you can say, that is what is global operations. So I also told her about that. Then she asked me that have you visited SIOM Nashik website? So I told yes ma'am, I have visited once. So she asked me about what are the programs we offer. So I told her about that. That is, one is operational management and other one is agri operation management. Then she asked me, have you went through the curriculum or not? So I said, I told her that yes, I went through once, but I, as far as I remember, the supply chain analytics, supply chain management, operations analytics, and Indian ethos, these are the kind of subjects that I remember. Not exactly, I went it through once only. So she smiled and she said, yes, I am over with my part. Now sir can take over. Then instantly so asked me about that, are you interested in politics or geopolitics? So I said yes, I am interested, not very much, but yes, I do read news. So he asked me about the newspaper that I read. So I told him. And then he asked me that, where do you see India in the next 10 years in from an operations perspective? So I explained him about the whole thing that when that was going through my mind, that was going in my mind at that time. So I mentioned something about semiconductor industry in that answer, and he questioned, like it was a type of follow up question after that, and he asked me that India is trying to get into the semiconductor industry, but lot of Indian leaders and a lot of leaders from, like, global leaders also criticizing India. So what's your take from a third party perspective? So I explained my perspective. He was, although not much satisfied with my answer, but it is what it is. Then he asked me about who is the deputy prime minister of India, and I was not aware of it, and I will tell you the reason later in the video. So I said no sir, I don't know. Then he asked me that right now our honorable prime minister is not in India currently, so where he is right now? So I said he is in USA, and he was in talks with Donald Trump yesterday. So he asked me that as he's not in India, so who is in charge of India right now? So I said I don't know. Can I take a guess? So he said yes, you can take a guess. So I answered like is president or home minister. So he smiled and he said no, it is deputy prime minister. So I said okay, no worries. I will look into it after the interview. And that's it. He said, I'm over with my part. He asked the female panelist that, do you want to ask some more question to him? And she said, no, I'm done with my part. And they all are done with my interview. Then I went back to the normal room and I filled the feedback form. And yes, that's it. Now my GPI was over, and it took at least 4 hours, I guess, because we joined the meeting at 1:30 p.m. and I left the meeting at approximately 5:20 p.m. So it was approximately 4 hour long process, and the whole, like, GPI process was approximately only about one. It took 1 hour for everyone to complete. The main time went in the document verification process, registration process, document uploadation process. So all those things took the main time, like maximum of time. So the one thing that I am going to tell you that there is no deputy prime minister of India currently. I don't know why he asked me that question. Maybe he was just checking how much aware of I am from this fact. But the main thing is that there is no deputy prime minister of India right now. So I'm very much shocked after that, because when I checked in the Google that who is the deputy prime minister, so I got to know that this position is vacant in India right now. So maybe he just wanted to check how much aware of I am of this fact or not. And the one thing that I wanted to tell you, take it as a pro tip, that whatever the form you are filling, I mentioned it in the earlier video also, and for those who are watching it in the future, or those who are having their interview in 19, 20, 21, as far as I remember, or 21, 2023, whatever the date is, please be thorough with your Snap C form. What you have filled during the slot booking process, the questions consist of like your hobbies, or what are the skills you have developed during past 2 years, and any failure, and what are the lessons you learned from that. So these were the type of questions that they ask in the Snap C form. So be thorough with that. You will have the PDF file with you. Go through it once, and please read it properly, because most probably they are going to answer, they are going to question from that form only. and if possible, go to chat gpt and read some basic about operations, that they ask me about global operations. So they can ask you anything like, what do you mean by supply chain management, what do you mean by operations management, anything. So read only basics. If they are going very deep, then you can say, sorry sir, I don't know much about that, but at least read some basics. So yeah, it was all about my GPI experience at SIOM Nashik. I have some interview experience. I have some interview lined ahead. One on 19th March, then one on 9th March. Sorry, 19th February, one on 19th February, and one on 9th March or 11th March. I don't know the date exactly. So I will be uploading more videos, and also I got some of the transcripts of my friends from different colleges. I will try to upload it as soon as possible, so you all can take the help from that video. So this is all for today. I hope you all liked my video, and I hope you all are getting some kind of assistance or help with my videos. So it is for today. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. Thank you for watching, and keep preparing. Thank you.